Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of VGIW. It's the last VGIW of WWE 2K24. That's right, because March 31st is VGIW Finale 4. 8 hours of incredible wrestling action. And to celebrate this week, we decided to make this a Legends Week. You know, celebrating a lot of the great wrestlers, the veterans of the VGIW channel from the terrific Texas wrestling days, the Kitsune Kingdom Classic days. We want to be just fun to, give this week a little bit of theming. So to start things off here, we got two legends, The Crusher and Platinum Pete, battling it out. Both have been around since the terrific Texas wrestling days, and both have had, been absolute trailblazers. The Crusher absolutely forging a path with his unrelenting power. Easily one of the biggest, most intimidating wrestlers we've ever seen. And then Platinum Pete, one of the smartest wrestlers to ever step foot between those ropes. You're getting a proper brain versus brawn battle in this one. And right now the Crusher seems to be doing a good job at dealing with Platinum Pete. Oh, what is Crusher thinking of doing with Pete here? Now, like I said, we're going to be heading into WWE 2K26 very, very soon. April, going to be that time. We've been doing some setup behind the scenes to make sure that VGIW is ready to go. And honestly, we are rushing headfirst into the first 2K26 event at the end of April. That being the biggest annual event of VGIW, Hall of Glory. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Oh, there we go. The Crusher's back up. Oh, my God! Getting steamrolled there. And now, Platinum Pete, right at the moment, isn't getting a chance to do much of anything. Oh, God. Oh! Into the steel steps. It's going to be some great stuff. VGIW, big changes coming up across the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We got VGIW, GHK, Kitsune Kingdom, at least for now, Canadian Show Promotions, and upcoming promotion Monday Night Law. We've also got other additional shows, the Terrific Texas Wrestling Texas Tapes, Kitsune Kingdom Classic, the Training Center, and so much more. VGIW has always got something going on. There's the Snake Eyes right there. And now going for the pin. 1, 2, oh, no luck there. Oh, God. Oh, the Crusher there with a drop kick. Nice dodge there. And now. Oh, whoa. Oh, my goodness. Look at Platinum Pete there. That cannot have been easy. But it was too difficult to maintain, and Crusher was able to make the escape there. Pete has always been quite remarkable in that regard with the way that he can just overcome seemingly anything, but right now the Crusher just seems overwhelming. Both of these wrestlers, despite being, despite their lengthy careers, have had notable periods here in VGIW in the modern day. Across the over 7 years that the channel's been around, Platinum Pete, for instance, won the VGIW Men's World title from Wade Danielson in one of the more iconic championship briefcase uses, in my opinion. And the Crusher, when there was a second VGIW World Championship, the Limitless World title, back during the brand split, actually won it off of Ace Tank Bakke and then held onto it for a little bit, through First Blood rules. The whole idea of the Limitless World title at the time was that the holder could decide how it was defended, within reason, of course. And Crusher, after he pummeled Ace, and whatnot to get to the belt, decided that if anyone was going to take it from him, it was going to be by First Blood rules, meaning that he busted open some wrestlers that were, maybe could have taken him on, one-on-one. He was able to dispatch of them by busting them open, up until Katsuyori Machida would finally finish the job and win the Limitless World title. That world title, by the way, eventually got unified with the VGIW Men's World title. And, whilst the belt itself, its legacy has ended, you can still see its legacy represented. The strap was used at the grey hexagons of the VGIW uses, And now that's used for the backing of the VGIW Men's World title. Oh, look at that Russian leg sweep right there. Both wrestlers held the TTW World Championship back in the day. You'll see stuff like that with the TTW tapes. And they've also held the Kitsune Kingdom Championship, if memory serves correct. Let me double check. I'm fairly certain at least one of them's held it. Oh, man. This match has been going a little bit back and forth, but oh, my God. Whoa. Hang on, Crusher. Oh, my God. Oh, you don't want to be landing on your knees like that at this age. Good grief. The Crusher, VGIW Limitless World Champion, one, TTW World Champion, and a 2-time Kitsune Kingdom Men's World Champion, making him a 4-time World Champion. Pretty darn impressive, if you ask me. And then if I scroll, where is he? There it is. 1-time VGIW Men's World Champion, 2-time TTW World Champion, 2-time Kitsune Kingdom Men's World Champion, and over in Outrage Combat Wrestling has actually held their Conquerors Championship, making him a 6-time World Champion. So both of them have had pretty fruitful careers all in all. Oh, the referee warning, gotta get back in that ring. Wait a minute, Pete's gonna reset the count. Oh my God. Look at that! Wow! That was incredible. What a drop kick. Platinum Pete always pushing the limits of pro wrestling, in my opinion. He's pushing the limits of his body more than anything. Someone of his age should not be moving like that, but Pete, one of the greatest for a reason. Oh, going for Platinum Standard version 2 here. Look at that. But unfortunately, Crusher's large body means he still gets to the ropes. And they're stomping on the arm. And right across the back. Pete really starting to wear down the Crusher. He needs to keep that up, so that when he goes for that Platinum Standard again, he can hopefully get a quick tap out. Oh, man. It's always a tricky thing when you're pinning or submitting someone of the Crusher's size. They can just get to the ropes a lot more easily than your standard competitor. Oh, my God. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Going for the arms. Oh! Nice work there. And going for a pin. 1, 2. But the Crusher with a kick out. And now the Crusher going to the corner here. Oh, man. I've mentioned it before, but of course, we don't know how long these legends are going to still be around. They could be around for years. You never know. We could be celebrating our 15th anniversary with some of these legends. But for some of them, it could be they retire next, in 2026. In the next year. Like, you never know. That's the thing. So we wanted to take a moment before we switch games to, make the most of some of the legends. Oh, goodness. Pete, look at the blood there on the forehead. Oh, God, those forearms across the back. We want to make the most and celebrate these legends while we still have them. Oh, nice work. We've already lost a few in the past few months. And with oh my goodness, with a Walter Rabbit, we could be losing more. Oh, look at this. There's the power bomb. Oh my God, another one coming. Oh my God. And a third one. Oh, it's got to be over. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It's over. The Crusher wins our opening match. The Crusher, part of Storm System Worldwide now, seems to be buying himself a few more years. So if Crusher sticks around for the 15th anniversary, that might be why. What a win there, though. Crusher is still an absolute beast. Now we got another match here. Oh my goodness. We got the War Beast Mammoth taking on Sid Onslaught. And at ringside, there is the first ever GHK World Champion. It's over 7 years now, my goodness. The Monster. on the side of Mammoth ever since they teamed up. They've been just a constant presence. They've been a constant talking point in the locker room, because you've got two of the most successful giants in VGIW history teaming together. And of course, on the side of Sid Onslaught there, as you can see, it's Herman. Herman, of course, now retired from in-ring competition, but for Legends Week has come out to support his boy. Keep in mind, Sid Onslaught will be challenging for the VGIW Men's World title at Hall of Glory, going up against the undefeated Brutus Armstrong. And, oh, look at this. Going up to the top rope here. And you can see there the crowd cheering for Herman. But Herman, I think that he wants the attention to be on his kid. Sid has been doing so much. Winning Regal Rampage. Winning the VGIW Men's Regal Rampage to get this opportunity. It's a major achievement. And the spotlight should be on Sid. We got some decorated performers in this one tonight. Now, Sid Onslaught has only ever held one world title, that being the aforementioned VGIW Limitless World Championship. He actually was in that title unification match where he would lose the belts to the Reaper, but still a part of history in the last ever Limitless World Championship match. He's also been a 5-time hardcore champion, a European champion, and a trios champion. And we talk about his dad, Herman. Of course, Herman has had decades to build up his legacy. Been Kitsune Kingdom Legends Champion, 5-time TCW Camaraderie Champion, Trios Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Kitsune Kingdom Men's World Champion, Limitless World Champion, 3-time TTW World Champion, Shock Wrestling World Champion, and VGIW Men's World Champion. That's a 7-time World Champion right there. Sid looking to make it 2-time for himself, but of course his career is a lot younger than Herman's has been. Herman had decades to build up those 7 world title reigns. Sid is gonna want to try and build to that point. Oh my god, what a knee trembler. Going for the pin now. 1. Only a 1 count. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. And now bringing Mammoth back to his feet. Look at that, going for that hammerlock again. But still no dice. Mammoth, the War Beast, proving to be quite overwhelming here. Mammoth is a 4-time world champion across his career. He's had titles both in VGIW and ORCW. Oh my god! Did anyone get the number on that truck? Across his career, he's been an ORCW Mayhem champion, a VGIW GHK Trios champion, Intercontinental champion, 4-time tag team champion, 2-time hardcore champion, 1-time ORCW Conquerors champion, 1-time OW Giga champion, 1-time VGIW Limitless World champ, and a 1-time VGIW Men's World champion. Mammoth has got some of the greatest variety of championships won for anyone, really. There's a few people I can think of that have like a great variety. A lot of them are either veterans or people like Mammoth. It's not often you get someone like that. And there you see on the outside there, that's the Monster. Like I said, when GHK debuted about 7 years ago now, Monster was the first person to hold the GHK World title. He's a 4-time GHK World Champion, looking to make it 5, as I believe he's actually got an opportunity to fight for the world title at Hall of Glory. I believe he actually won the GHK. Oh my god, Regal Rampage match! My god! Oh, you can see there Sid checking his legs, that did not land right. Oh my goodness. The Monster's also been a hardcore champion, 2-time GHK TV champion, a GHK Bloodshed champion, and has held the GHK Championship briefcase. Safe to say, when it comes to doing it all in GHK, the Monster, like, the only things he hasn't done yet is, like, of GHK specific belts is the Z Division Championship. Look at this. You got... And this is a cataclysmic encounter. The size of all the individuals in this one is impressive. You can see there Herman checking in. It's got to be interesting for Herman. Just a few months ago, he had what would be his final match. It was a big thing. He had his retirement tour. It led to some incredible matches. Herman's last match in Shockwave Sports. Herman's last match in ORCW. And of course, his last match in VGIW. Each of those things were major moments, major milestones. Herman might be the biggest legend not just physically, but metaphorically speaking, that the VGIW channel has ever had a fan favorite. Oh my god! Wait, no! Oh no! Sid's gonna be sent to the Ice Age. Oh! Going for the pin here. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. When we talk about Sid, though, Sid has had a complicated relationship with his father. Oh my god! Oh, Mammoth's going to regret that when he's older. Oh, he should have listened to Matt Hardy. Oh, nice work there. Sid has always had a complicated relationship with the legacy of his father. I remember when we first saw him several years ago, Sid had made it clear to Herman that he didn't want to do things the way Herman did. He seemed to actively resent the shadow that had been cast over him and was doing everything in his power to do everything differently to stand out. As time went on, now Sid had proven that he did have the tools to go far here in VGIW, but as time went on, and he realized that his father wasn't someone to make into an enemy, that maybe his father did know some things. Sid has managed to over time, not only mend that bridge with his father, but incorporate, oh my goodness, some of his father's stylings with his own unique, flares into something wholly his own. It's great. It's a great chance for Sid. He's been working on that and essentially coming up with a best of both worlds combination. And now, look at this, going for the legs here. Oh my goodness. And while Sid may not be as big as the giants, as these 3 giants in the ring, all 3 of these giants. Oh my god, another knee trembler. All 3 of the giants around the, in and around the ring are 7 foot tall, except for Sid. Sid himself is pretty damn big and powerful. Oh my goodness. Going for that splash there. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. And remember, to be exact, I believe it's something like 6'11" for the monster, 7 feet tall for Mammoth, or 7'1", and Herman 7'4". So Sid is up against Sid is surrounded by absolute Goliaths here. Sid's pretty big himself, but in this ring, in this match, he can't help but look smaller by comparison. Oh my goodness. Oh god! I know we're getting the new arena sort of for 2K26, but please still take care of our LED boards. Those are still expensive. We could probably get the display changed on it. Save a little bit of money. Oh gosh. Driving down onto the knee. And now look at this. Clubbing blows here. Of course, I'm sure the board, Eric Schwartz, Jim Blanc, Herbert Stomps, would have loved to have gotten Herman in the ring for this match. Giant versus Giant, but for Legends Week. But that's not happening. I think Sid Onslaught's a perfectly, good option for this one, honestly. Legend in the making and whatnot. Oh my god! And now Herman, oh my god, can't bear to watch, because Mammoth is looking to flatten Sid Onslaught. Oh my god! And slamming the head into the mat. Oh, this is looking to be a nasty one here. Look at this. Good grief. Driving the arm down. Got to be wary of that count out though. Count of 4. Into the barricade. And Mammoth getting back into the ring. Is Mammoth going to take a count out victory here? No, thankfully resetting the count. The Warbeast not giving up that easily. Oh gosh, look at this. Oh, into the barricade. Lord. The back and forth battle now. Oh gosh. Oh, look at that. I'm getting out of the way there as he watches Mammoth getting back up. Oh, you nearly saw that. The muscle memory of the Giant there wanting to go after. But wait a minute, the monster with the distraction. Oh! Herman, trust me, that ring rust is going to build up quickly. I know it's only been 3 months to you, but I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk taking on two of the greatest giants today. May only seem like 3 months, but that is time that they've been spending polishing themselves up. I would not, that's two people at the top of their game, winning world titles. As much as I'm sure you'd love to jump in there to try to help your kid, not only would you be throwing out the match for Sid, you risk getting yourself pummeled by the new generation. Another War Beast here, look at this. Release suplex. Good lord. Wait a minute. Oh no. The Stampede! Oh my god! 1, 2, 3, and the War Beast Mammoth wins. Oh my goodness. Well, Herman gonna have to reassure Sid. Keep in mind that Sid and the Monster both getting world title opportunities at Hall of Glory. Good lord. So things are still looking up for Sid, but that won't have been great losing in front of your dad like that. Anyway, it's time for the next match now. If you're not aware, the gentleman Walter Abbott, a veteran of pro wrestling, has been put under a challenge. Last man standing rules. If Walter Abbott loses one of these last man standing matches, his career is over. He'll be going out of this building just like Herman. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Did you see the way that Bill nearly snapped the arm in half? Challenging this time is Bill Whiplash. And I've been told by the great Orc there's a little bit of history there. And so I'm curious here. I do apologize, I'm not going to be able to give you the full skinny on all the ORCW lore. I do my best to try and promote ORCW, to try and, because like I've said before, it's like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's like two different games technically, but really, combine them together. You should consider them almost like one whole game, if that makes sense. Both have their unique flares about them, but should be enjoyed as one whole experience. Now, look at this. Bill Whiplash back on his feet here. Oh my god. Whoa! What a catch there. Did you see that? On the back of his shoulders and going for almost a power slam, but wholly unique. Like I said though, last man standing rules. You want to knock down your opponent for a 10 count. If Walter Abbott doesn't answer the count of 10, then he will be fired from VGIW. He'll be forced to retire. The Orc is, as discussed, that from what I can tell, the Orc has said he's sad that, the gentleman, may be retiring soon. Walter Abbott has had a long history, VGIW and ORCW. He has done quite a bit in his time. Bill Whiplash has been more, Bill Whiplash has been more loyal to ORCW. Very rarely has made appearances here on the VGIW channel. In fact, he's only ever won the hardcore title over here. But he has made appearances from time to time now. Now, Walter Abbott, in his time, I'm certain has won some more CW belts, but unfortunately my records aren't complete on that one. I can only talk about the fact that he's been a European champion, a UK champion, and a hardcore champion. Still though, Walter Abbott, been an ever constant presence since pretty much the beginning of the VGIW channel, and been part of some very entertaining matches in my opinion. Oh, look at that! Bill Whiplash there exploding from the top rope. And now looking under the ring for another weapon, but Walter Abbott not going to let that happen here. Oh, but Bill Whiplash unrelenting here. Oh god, be careful. There is a chair right there. Oh, good God almighty, landed on top of the chair. Oh, this is not looking good for Walter at the moment. Oh no, look at that. Go for the arm now. Bill! God! Imagine if Walter loses. He could walk out with a broken arm the way Whiplash is going. This is a hell of a matchup right here. Oh, man. Look at that. What a kick to the side of the head. And now the referee starting the count here to see if Bill Whiplash is done. We won't have to wait too long here. Let's see. Is this the end? No. Bill Whiplash is back, but Walter Abbott is ready with a chair. Oh, but Bill's faster on that one. Good Lord. And a second time. And a third chair shot. My God. Walter, though, still getting back up. The gentleman refuses to give up. Oh, my God, what an enziguri. I've heard that Eric Schwartz Sr., who's the person who wanted to get Walter to retire in the first place, he's already got opponents lined up in case Walter wins this. Apparently, he's already... He had pretty much already laid out a queue of wrestlers to take Walter out. Oh my goodness. Oh, this isn't looking good. Walter Abbott back to his feet here. And now ready to challenge Bill Whiplash. Oh. Bill with the kendo stick. Walter, turn around. Oh my God. That, oh my God, he stuck that where the sun don't shine. You can see there Walter clutching his heart there. I think that really caught him off guard. There's nothing gentlemanly about that. Oh, goodness. This match has gotten very barbaric. Still, the match continues anyway, and you can see the ref getting to the count of 6, but Bill Whiplash back up for more. Snap suplex right there, great work. And right now, Walter, I'm wondering if he's starting to get desperate here. I don't think a suplex is going to do it, no. I think he is just trying anything and everything at the moment to see what he can do. Oh, God. Oh, no, Whiplash ain't done with Walter, though. Oh, Lord, look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, dissection in its purest form right there. And now waiting. Oh, God. No, no. He's going to put away Walter Abbott good and proper here. No, the reversal. Walter Abbott with the forearm. Oh, the gentleman's combo. Look at him go. Walter Abbott as he knocked out Bill Whiplash. The ref checking here. He's telling Bill, get back up. He's not done with Bill. But I think Bill may be done. My goodness. Look at this. Oh, lovely right hand there. And the ref starting the count again. Walter Abbott, the gentleman here. Oh my God, again back to his feet. Oh, here we go. Big slap to the face. Back and forth here. Oh my goodness. And now, oh, a chop there. Oh my goodness. This is incredible here. Oh, no, no dice there. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Raking at the eyes. Raking at the eyes. Come on, Bill. I know it's no DQ, but come on. Oh, some of the stuff he's done to Walter in this match is indescribable. He really will stoop to any low he can think of to come out on top. Oh, no. Oh, God. It's over, isn't it? After all of that, after a legacy made across the nearly 8 years of the channel, and it all comes to an end here. Count of 8. 9. Walter has answered the call. Bill celebrated too early. Walter with a pop-up gentleman's uppercut. And he's up on the top rope. Look at that. My God. Walter Abbott. The gentleman. Exhausted. But my God. What a return. And it's over. Walter Abbott wins. Walter Abbott wins. Congratulations to the gentleman. Walter Abbott managing to survive. He'll be headed to VGIW Finale 4 for his next match. Eric Schwartz Sr. may not get him out in 2K26. Anyway, it's time now. We've got a masked wrestlers match. We've got 3 wrestlers here. 2 of which are veterans, 1 of which is a legend. Weird to think about. Golden Phoenix started off wrestling way too young in my opinion, but started off as a teenager. You know, like just about 20 years ago now, so he's only in his like mid-30s at the moment. So Golden Phoenix, someone who is, you know, whilst he's got that you know, quite a bit of in-ring experience, still fairly young in wrestler terms. Like, if we go by like you know, general retirement age for wrestlers, he's probably got like 10, 20 years still. And that's assuming he doesn't go like to the ridiculous age of some wrestlers. That's just assuming like a mid-40s to mid-50s retirement. You know, so he could do what like Blue Thunder's done. He could last a whole lot longer than that. Speaking of Blue Thunder, the legend in this match for Legends Week. And look at that. Wow! Blue Thunder, despite his age, continues to impress with his high-flying ability. And then, of course, you got the veteran, the Lizard King Venom. Right now, the training center is down for maintenance. There is full intention of bringing it back. But for now, at least, the trainers going back into being in the squared circle full time. And so Venom, who was helping to train the GHK's hardcore wrestling, oh my God, back in the ring here. And look at this. Going for Snake Eyes. Pushing away the Golden Phoenix there. Oh my goodness, what a clothesline. And now look at this beat down here. Oh, and a DDT. Right now, Blue Thunder absolutely showcasing himself here. He may be a legend, but he is still able to hang here, at least on a high-flying level. Oh, the Golden Phoenix there. DDT! Wheelbarrow DDT! These wrestlers all are important in their own right. The Lizard King Venom has been a TTW Camaraderie Champion and an OW Hardcore Champion. Also, like I said, a trainer at the training center. TTW Camaraderie Champion. My goodness, wait, is that true? Have I got that right in the document? Hold on, I'm actually just... Give me a second. That is news to me. Give me a moment, sorry. Oh, lovely DDT there from Blue Thunder. I've got to do this quickly because I was supposed to talk about the other wrestlers. Where's the TTW part? Where the hell did Venom get put in this? Oh! Well, look at that. In the latter days, lost it to Gene Baxter and Isaac Kinley. Not what I was expecting, but okay. Look at that DDT right there. Goes to show what happens when you make these records like several years ago, and then you forget about half of what you put in them. Oh my goodness, out of character moment there. Anyway, let's go back into what some of these wrestlers have done. The Golden Phoenix. Actually, let's talk about Blue Thunder real quick. Where is he? Let's talk about the legend. Blue Thunder, in his time, has been a No, that seems outdated. I'm pretty sure he's like a 4-time Kitsune... Well, he's been a multi-time Kitsune Kingdom Men's World Champion. I might need to update the records because of recent wins with the world title. But he's also been a 2-time TTW Camaraderie Champion, including being the last ever TTW Camaraderie Champion. And he's a 2-time Kitsune Kingdom Legends Champion. Golden Phoenix now about to fly. No! He's been... Oh my God. He got blocked out the gate there by Blue Thunder. My goodness. The Golden Phoenix. It took a while for him to start gaining, championships based on my records, but in the past 7 years, he's really started to come into his own. He, over in ROH Combat Wrestling, he made a crossover over there and won the OW Wildcard Championship, which was, I believe, at the. I'm not going to make any guesses about the OW, about the OCW titles. There's been a lot of interesting ones over the years. He's also been VGIW Speedrun Champion, VGIW European Champion, VGIW Intercontinental Champion, 2-time VGIW UK Champion, and a 2-time VGIW Tag Team Champion. Golden Phoenix, as the years have gone on, he's become more and more decorated. I guess when you start off your career so young, it can be hard to match the levels, given you've got opponents, like you're starting as a teenager and your opponents are going to be people like Aku Suzuki, and the Crusher and Platinum Pete. That's going to be hard to, for someone who's just a teenager to match that level. But in recent times, Golden Phoenix has really come through as someone who I think can hang with a lot of performers. Oh man, nice work there. Golden Phoenix, in my opinion, at the moment, one of the better wrestlers to have not yet held a world title. I say not yet because you never know what might happen. Like I said, I just predicted Golden Phoenix may last another 10 to 20 years. And if he keeps improving, then who knows where we'll be at. Oh my god. Oh! Donkey punch there to the back of Blue Thunder. And now, look at this. The strength of the Lizard King! Oh! It's a good thing we don't have a Scorpion Diablo here tonight. Given his recent spate of unmaskings. He actually, oh my god, unmasked Blue Thunder at one point. Scorpion Diablo, part of the Kitsune Kingdom show on the VGIW channel. Considers himself judge, jury, and executioner of masked wrestlers. He has unmasked several wrestlers. He unmasked Felipe twice. He's unmasked the Iron Saint, he's unmasked Blue Thunder, and in Mr. X's farewell match, his final match on the VGIW channel, Mr. X was forcibly unmasked and whipped, for goodness sake, whipped with his Golden X. Mr. X was a revered wrestler here on the VGIW channel. One of the legends who had been around since the early days of the channel itself. And, he had some impressive matchups. And to see a legacy, oh my goodness, that spans VGIW, that spans TTW, that spans Kitsune Kingdom, that likely spans GHK as well, get ended in such a disrespectful way. It's beyond the pale, really, in my opinion. And it's why I hope that the board ensures that Scorpion Diablo never appears on this show, on the main show. We have several masked wrestlers here. We have the Golden Phoenix. We have Leo. We got Venom. Venom's been unmasked by Terry Durr, but still. We've got Weapon F. We have potentially the return of Rainbow Dragon in 2K26. We don't need a Scorpion Diablo going around considering himself judge, jury, and executioner on who should get to wear a mask. The damage he could do for luchadors would be immeasurable. Oh my goodness, Blue Thunder. That's really why he does it though. The mask is sacred in wrestling tradition. It's Scorpion Diablo. Oh my god, the Blue Thunder bomb! Oh my god! But the mask is sacred in wrestling tradition, and whilst usually that's done to hold your own mask in reverence, Scorpion Diablo instead feels that everyone else is making a mockery out of the sacred wrestling tradition. Oh my god, it's not a good day for the Golden Phoenix here. The Lizard King Punch! Oh my god! Golden Phoenix been hit with 2 finishes in a row. Oh, didn't quite land like he was hoping, but still able to take out Venom there with that springboard. Oh man. You can tell though, that took more out of Blue Thunder than it did Venom. Oh, gosh, the Irish Whip didn't work out. And now, Golden Phoenix right now just struggling to recover after being hit with 2 finishes in a row. Golden Phoenix may be just out of the picture entirely. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I think Golden Phoenix is out of this picture entirely now. 1, 2, and there's the kick out. Venom's still in this. Oh, man. Nice right hand. And now, look at this. Oh, Venom with the dodge. And now getting back into the ring with that steel chair. Lovely elbow there. We got 2 more matches after this one. We got a match with 3 women legends. It's going to be a great one there. And then after that is what I believe is our main event between Wild Child Marcia Garcia. Oh, it's over. And Janie Chainsaw Lopez. Let me tell you, there's still some exciting stuff here tonight. This has been an incredible showcase of the legends here tonight for Legends Week. Blue Thunder coming out on top in this one, and you can see he is stoked to be on top here tonight. And now it's time for the next match here. 3 women's legends. Here we go, Takara Matsuyama and Ms. Joyce Monroe battling it out here. Now it's the Queen coming in. Sam Garrett with incredible agility for her age. And of course, you've got the legend, Ms. Joyce Monroe, with that with incredible technical ability. Easily the oldest of the 3. However, oh my goodness, wait a minute. Look at that. Despite Ms. Joyce Monroe's age, she has shown incredible ability still. But then, of course, you have the winner of the VGIW Women's Regal Rampage match. Challenging for the world title is Takara Matsuyama. Takara still showing impressive power. These wrestlers, despite their respective ages, like I said, Ms. Joyce Monroe, the oldest of the 3, the oldest of the active women's roster, all 3 of them continue to show great abilities in the women's division. And right now, look at this, Takara Matsuyama currently bullying both members of this match. Sam Garrett and Ms. Joyce Monroe actually teamed up not too long ago in the United Team division, which was pretty exciting to see. Let me just see now. Sam Garrett has been a United Team champion and a TTW Ladies champion. Oh man, look at this. Incredible work there. Then of course you got Takara Matsuyama, a 9-time world champion by my count, 3-time VGW wildcard champion, a 7-time Kitsune Kingdom Women's World Champion, and a 2-time TTW Ladies Champion. 9 times, that is pretty damn impressive if you ask me. But of course, if we want to talk impressive, Ms. Joyce Monroe, on record at the moment, has more World Championship wins than anyone else so far. Of course, that record could one day... Oh my goodness, my apologies. But that record could one day get smashed. Much like my manners were then, my word. But she's held a VGIW Championship briefcase. She's been Canadian Women's Champion. She's been United Team Champion, a Global Champion, a 6-time Kitsune Kingdom Women's World Champion, a 6-time TTW Ladies Champion. In fact, she was the very last of the Ladies Champions, so sometimes you will see her come into the ring holding said belt. And she's been a 2-time VGIW Women's World Champion. So, safe to say, Ms. Joyce Monroe, still one of the best. Oh man, of course, the grand matriarch to the Monroe family dynasty, her son-in-law, Boris Monroe, a former MMA fighter and been doing pretty damn well for himself. Oh man, look at that, bouncing back up now. But Boris Monroe has won the Canadian Men's Championship multiple times in a row. Oh, the kendo stick. And now Boris Monroe, of course, has 2 daughters, that being Amber and Helen Monroe. Amber and Helen Monroe, multi-time United Team champions. Amber Monroe also has been a global champion. Safe to say they're doing very well for themselves. They've been tearing up the tag team scene. One of the front runners, in my opinion, up there with Showtime, the Guild. Genuinely done incredible stuff there. And of course, Helen Monroe now dating Mark. We have 2 Marks on the channel. We have Mark Vincent and then we have Mark. We've always just called him Mark, but now that he's dating Helen Monroe, and apparently getting pretty serious, I've started to call him Mark Monroe. Not yet held any titles because up until very recently, he's been loyal to the training center. In fact, it was pretty much assumed that Mark would be spending the rest of his career just training people in the training center. But now that the training center is down to maintenance, at least in the short term, Mark could be fighting for titles before too long. Or Mark Monroe, sorry, could be fighting for titles before too long. Anyway, like I said, dating Helen Monroe at the moment. And yeah, crazy developments going on the VGIW channel. So, but the point is that pretty much everyone in the Monroe family tends to have some championship recognition behind them. Easily one of the most successful, families in wrestling history. Of course, another notable one would be the Constantine clan. In fact, there's going to be some, the Constantines. Big things happening over in GHK, be sure. Oh my goodness. I did not notice. Oh my goodness. I did not. Oh my god, into the chair. I did not notice the kendo stick that's been impaled in our ring mat. That could lead to a nasty landing if anyone gets slammed on that. I hope for everyone's sake that nothing happens. Oh my god. Don't you dare. Don't you. Okay. Someone could get impaled on that. The referee might need to take his eyes off the wrestlers for a moment to deal with that, because that is dangerous. And we can't risk any injury, especially to, especially to any of these legends here. They're already, we don't know how much longer we're going to have them. We don't want to cut that short. Oh no! Oh, Takara biting at the nose of Miss Joyce Monroe. This is one of the reasons why she's still so dangerous even now. Takara found a recipe that worked even back then, and that has helped her to stay strong, stay persistent. Oh my god, scraping across that kendo stick might have left a nasty gash across the face. It's hard to tell with all that face paint, but that could leave scarring down the line. As I was saying though, Takara Matsuyama found a recipe that worked, and it's been doing her well all these years since. Sam Garrett, meanwhile, with a moveset that defies her age. She's gotten lucky. Most wrestlers can't move like that at her age. But Joyce Monroe, similar to Takara, found a recipe that worked. My god, they're loving to use that kendo stick. No, they're not fully slamming her on it. They're not cruel. They're not monsters, but they're using it to really scratch up Takara Matsuyama. Takara already got scars all over her body from some of the hard-hitting matchups she's had over the years. Man, woman, doesn't matter what you are in, non-binary, it does not matter. Takara Matsuyama will challenge anyone and everyone, and she will disrespect you while she's doing it. I remember when she took Reign of Ibora's mask and started wearing it, desecrated it, and started wearing it everywhere. She really does not care who you are. If she knows she can get to you, she's going to find a way to do it. Oh, look at that takedown there. Nice work. Thankfully, it looks like the kendo stick has been taken care of, at least. And now, look at that. What a takedown. Getting back to her feet now. Oh, man. No! That sleeper hold! Into the Kakina clutch! Oh, man. Sam Garrett there. Oh, Miss Joyce Monroe thankfully breaking things up just in time. And now, looks like Miss Joyce Monroe just doing that so she can go for the pin. Oh, Sam Garrett, though, had time to kick out. And this match is not over. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Lovely work there. And now... oh, lovely stuff here. Look at this. Boots to the chest of Sam Garrett. And now, sizing up Takara. Lovely knee strike. And going for the pin. 1, 2. No! Good God, it's still not enough. The chair shots there. And, oh, no dice. Look at that. Miss Joyce Monroe being hit there onto the steel chair with that sunset flip. My goodness. Oh, the 360 code breaker. But look, Takara breaking it up. And now, oh, not about to let Sam start flying like that. Oh, the rear choke slam. And now continuing to pummel Ms. Joyce Monroe. This has been an almighty matchup here. Oh man, 1, 2, no! You've gotta be kidding. Oh man. Oh, there you see Ms. Joyce Monroe back on her feet here. But look at that! The triangle choke! The triangle choke! Ms. Joyce Monroe has got to have Takara right here. No! Sam Garrett breaks it up. Off into the ropes. Oh, crash and burn. No luck there. Nice escape. And now an Irish whip. Nice reversal. And now Takara Matsuyama with the knee strikes. Look how forceful they are. Taking Mr. Joyce Monroe off the feet with every strike. Lovely Hurricane Rana though from Sam Garrett. And now the Queen stomping away with those high heel boots. Oh, driving onto the chair with that. And there you see Miss Joyce Monroe trying to recover. But now the Queen looking for another weapon. Another steel chair. Chasing after Takara Matsuyama. Takara with a counter stick. Oh, could not beat Sam Garrett to the punch. And throwing it at Takara for good measure. Clearly trying to take Takara Matsuyama out of the picture here. Joyce Monroe now got to try and get Sam Garrett back into the ring. Two have been teaming up recently in the United Team scene. Actually won the titles together on more than one occasion. So they've clearly been showing that their veteran experience is really helping them out. Oh, Takara back in the ring. And now, look at that. Into a bear hug. Old school, but still effective. Really trying to wear down Ms. Joyce Monroe. And there we see the escape. Oh, clothesline. And look at this. Scoop slam. Up against the ropes. And going for a leg drop. Going for the pin now. Is this it? 1, 2, 3. And the Queen, Sam Garrett, wins. Perfect crowd control in that one. Getting Takara out of the picture to finish things off. And that's why she's the Queen of professional wrestling. Sam Garrett, she looks exhausted after that one, but a well-deserved victory. Now she can take some time to relax. Well, it's time for our main event here. We got second-generation wrestler Wildchild Marcia Garcia. Strange that her father isn't out here to, cheer her on. The wild man, Marco Garcia. I don't get it. I'm not sure why he's not out here to cheer on his daughter the same way Herman was there to cheer on Sid Onslaught. I guess Marco, considering he's still technically not retired, I guess the wild man wants to prepare himself for a match later on in the week. But I'm sure you can take 5 minutes to cheer on your daughter as she takes on, Janie Chainsaw Lopez here. Janie Chainsaw Lopez transitioned later in life, would have actually likely fought Marco Garcia back in the day, and so there's got to be a bit of history here. So Janie, has taken on both generations of the Garcias. She actually experienced some success later on in her career. These are like the twilight years of her career. It looked like, she was just going to be in it for the love of the game. And then suddenly, just as she was staring down the barrel of retirement, won a few world titles. I'm pretty sure. That's pretty damn impressive. She's been like VGIW world champ. She might have even been Kitsune Kingdom world champ. I'm going to double check. I need to update the records again, but they are they are very good in terms of being up to date. Yeah, she's been Canadian Women's Champion, that's it, as well as VGW Women's World Champion. That's the other women's belt that I was thinking of. It's not as if she transitioned and then immediately found success, of course. She's been wrestling in the women's division for a few years now, but finally found some major success here. And that's been a great boon for her here. She's told me that she would have been happy, transitioning. She's got a newfound sense of confidence. She's been doing what she loves for decades. She would have been happy doing that, but the fact that she managed to, she now knows she can walk away and retire in like a, she didn't specify when, but that's me extrapolating. But she knows she can retire and know that she's won one of the top prizes in wrestling, a world championship. She can walk away happy. Oh my god. Great stuff here. Look at this. Into the corner now. Oh, nice catch there. And what a takedown. Look at this. This is proving to be a hell of a matchup here. 1, 2. My goodness me. This has been incredible right here. This has been a truly incredible, series of matches here tonight. Now, of course, the wild child Marcia Garcia, she's a rookie. This is her first game, and she even came fairly late in the 2K24 run, so she's still very much a rookie in the grand scheme of things. She's got she pretty much debuted last year, if memory serves correct. So she's only been like a year in the business. She's been finding her footing. She's not been doing too badly, all things considered. But you got to think she wants to have that breakout moment, and so far hasn't had that yet. Oh, look at this now. Gonna stomp on the arm here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Janie's definitely gonna put her through her paces in this one. Climbing up to the top rope here. Oh my god. You gotta think whenever, especially at that age, if you're doing moves like that, you're praying it lands, because if it doesn't, well, who knows if you're getting back up. Wow, that was close. That was close. But the wild child still in this one. Getting back to her feet now. Leaping clothesline. Leaping lariat. And another leaping lariat. And now bringing Janie back up once again. Irish whip. Oh, look at the back and forth there. Excellent stuff. Irish whip into the corner now. And now, look at this. Setting up Janie Lopez right now. Going for a scoop slam. But look at that. DDT. DDT. Oh, here we go. Right across the arm. Good grief. Oh, nice jab to head to the midsection. Irish whip into the corner. But Janie will not stay down. Jab to the face there. And an elbow to the back of the head, to the front of the head there. Look at that. Oh, no. Swing and a miss, and Janie may get to capitalize off of that one. Oh, my goodness. Marcia managed to bounce back quickly, but Marcia might not be able to make much good of it. And now, look at that. Oh, God. Nasty stuff there. And Janie taking Marcia back into the corner now. And a big, wow. What a clothesline. And now, looking to finish things off once and for all here. Look at this. Oh, my God. Great stuff. The move she used to win some of those titles. 2, 3. And Janie Chainsaw Lopez wins your main event. Thank you all so much for... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, hang on. We got a fight going on backstage here. Ace attacking Bakke. Is he attacking Herman? Whoa, 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 hang on here. The Giant Herman's just not... He is not a performer anymore. He's not an active performer. He's not a wrestler anymore. He's retired. He came out to cheer on his son, Sid Onslaught, who will be seeing at Hall of Glory. Oh my god. What is going on here? No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang about. No, don't. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. Someone's got to get out here. Wait. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Someone get some medics. Someone get some medics. Oh my god. Herman. Oh my god.